Okay, yep. So we get Amadea.
I don't know, maybe we should take
Vasco?
Vasco, just to see.
Fair enough. It's not like we're in that big of trouble. Plus, I guess I could also give him Void.
All right, now stay left. We don't want to cross the roads that circle the old fountain.
So that'll take us through Alamar's alley?
No, you go around that. When you come to the junction, turn right.
But I thought you said to stay left.
Not this time.
Well, that's what you said about Periwinkle Gardens.
Well, I'm saying that again. So listen. Stay left, and when you come across the 3rd Street after the junction of the 7th and 11th...
So are we gonna go around in circles for a while?
Turns out she has the worst sense of direction ever.
Did we finally make it?
The ruins are right over there.
Oh, thank the ages. I don't think the horses would have survived another turn.
Well, they'll have to, because you can't stay here. It's too open.
And where do you suppose we go then?
There's an abandoned warehouse just off this street. You can hide the horses in there and climb to its top story. It's quite safe. You'll be able to see the pin drop and watch for our return.
Right. Got it.
Okay.
The pin drop. Can we read about the pin drop?
Sure. Give me a second. I was gonna quickly
See what his abilities
divvy
were?
up skills, because I haven't. It's got Wind Burst. Cadence. Void. Okay, so he's got drops of Blast of Air. Let's see. Kind of wish I knew what Air Tag did.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could almost assume a tag would be sort of like an effect that you apply on an enemy, like in World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Let's see. Speeds up skill cooldowns of all areas in the location. Nah, let's just go with debuffs.
Why don't you like the rooted?
Mainly because it doesn't matter too much. The enemies aren't that mobile.
True. They're not maneuvering around too much.
Yep. Let's see.
You're not streaming, are you?
Focused? No, I'm not.
Okay. I just looked over and I'm like, oh, there's all the chats from last night.
Yeah, because I actually didn't turn my computer off. Sometimes I have to render videos overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes things keep going. So let's do that, I think, for the time being. Okay, so you wanted me to do... read lore. Let's see, it's going to be locations... Pin drop.
Yep, there it is. So much greenery. Never before have I laid eyes upon such unfettered growth. Here in Ombre, the flora is subjected mercilessly to trimming and manicuring. This is remarkable. It is both a wonder and a pity I'd never heard of this place before, this pin drop. Its location has likely played a large part in securing its anonymity, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the labyrinthian ward, almost impossible to find. Then there are the holes. The very grounds upon which the ruins are found are pockmarked with treacherous holes, hidden from plain sight by weaves of vines and roots, which provide not only any more stable foothold in the basin of air. Can you scroll down a little bit?
Yep.
That sits beneath. Yes, there is a cavern of a sort beneath the ground, an inviting one, considering its vast number of deadly entrances. I, however, would like not to risk venturing below. Who knows what waits beneath, or how safe journeying down is. Interesting.
Hear something? I'm not sure. Sounds like rushing water.
So...
It's probably a bunch of, underground, like, rivers. See, those are all the holes.
Yeah, probably.
There's a lot of stray dogs.
Yeah, there are.
Everywhere.
Dogs. I was gonna mention this. It seems like they have a different song for every area we go into.
Mm-hmm.
And each is pretty distinct, which I really like.
So, where do you think she'll be?
In the ruins just ahead. No one will think to look for Mascherines out here and...
Stop.
Damn it.
Turn around. Well, I'd heard that you'd return to our shores, but you... What are you doing with him?
The company I keep is none of your business.
It is when he abandoned us.
Like you abandoned Invidious.
Medea, it's been 5 years.
And he's still gone.
You disappoint me, Cicero. I'd been waiting here, hoping to be surprised, but yet you simply walk in.
How did you know?
The ways of the street are my lifeline. You think I would not suspect anything when rumors begin popping up all over the place? You're a fool to think that plan would have worked.
Oh, now that hurt.
I knew someone was baiting me out. I wanted to know who.
Now you do.
Now I want to know why.
I need to get to the Herald.
And you think I will take your hand and lead you there?
Well, I was hoping we could come to an arrangement, yes.
What bridge do you see that I do not, Cicero? What reasons am I blinded to that have made you believe that I have forgiven you for what you did 5 years ago?
My brother is gone, and...
Because of you! You could have fought for him, for us, your people, and instead you chose that cape!
I did not choose the Masquerada over you!
No! Even worse, you didn't choose at all. A spineless, pathetic man is easier to hate than even a traitor!
You think I don't know that?
Why do you want the Herald?
The Dactytes have captured a friend of mine. I need to get him back.
And what will you do for us?
My friend was on a quest for great power. If you lead us to the Herald...
Do not lie to me.
I may have burnt my bridges once, but I have not forgotten my roots.
If you are searching for the Herald, there are a few things you must know.
The ruins!
Get down! Is everyone all right?
Other than the fact that we nearly died.
Nearly. Be grateful.
Where are we?
The pin drop. Those holes in the ground. This must be what's beneath.
There's so much life here.
There's water from the river and sunlight from above. It's beautiful.
But
Okay.
Lore.
Case notes are updated.
Regret this.
And we also
And there are
have
plant things! I always love, sort of like wood elementals and plant creatures.
Oh yeah. They're super
I
cool.
thought the Kilgan were fierce.
We should move. We need to find a way out of this place.
What is this place exactly? It barely feels like we're in the city at all.
We're beneath it. That river over there, I suspect the Kalara drains out through this. The hundreds of years that it's been coursing through here must have been enough to carve out this cavern beneath the surface.
And drain out into where?
The echoing plains, just beyond. It probably joins the Venetian some ways down.
That would make sense. We are at the edge of the city, after all.
Come on. Our legs are going to get us out of this, not our mouths.
You know how I was complaining about how the supporting cast weren't talking? It must have just been
Vasco
for
is.
that side dungeon. So either Vasco has a bunch of extra lines, or more likely just that
They
last
recorded-
area was kind of
Do you think they recorded
non-area.
those same lines that Vasco's saying now for... Wait, why are you missing that lore?
It
Lost legacies.
took it away from me.
Aww.
There. That spire cuts through the earth. Might be our exit. What do you think? So, Amadea. Invidious?
What did you say about our mouths getting us out of this?
Amadea, this is ridiculous.
I'm sorry if I'm concerned about getting us out.
Who is invidious?
I told you.
If you don't want to talk about it because it makes you upset, then fine. But once it affects the investigation...
It's not.
She opened up to you and you shut her out! We could have used that! Who is Invidious?
He brought me into the Masquerades. Taught me everything I know. During your brother's assault on the White Spire, a bunch of us went. I was supposed to go with Invidious. Support him. But when things got rough, Lysandra pulled me out. She let Invidious die. When I found out, I left the Masquerades. End of story. Are we done?
For now.
Then let's move.
Now you can get the lore. The Vena de Vida. That means probably what? The vein of life?
Probably, yeah.
Which would be a good name for a river.
Yeah, probably. There's a lot of enemies around here. I'm gonna go over here. Let's see. I don't like the combat noises that they use for Vasco. It's just kind of like awkward flute noises left and right. Okay. And we've got yet more flora.
Ink.
I like that. I like that they keep adding extra little layers of customization. Not much, but enough. That if you're paying attention, you can min-max a little bit more. I also really love the visual art for this.
Mm-hmm.
This looks ceremonial.
Religious, even. Well, that's rather elaborate.
It's a depiction. A ritual of some sort.
Who's that? In the middle?
I'm not sure. There's a mark on his head, but I can't quite make out what it is.
They seem to be fawning over him.
They certainly look like they're cleaning him, yes.
A king of sorts, perhaps? There seem to be guards at the edge of the mural.
Too early to say. We should keep moving.
This is where the king was cleaned, it seems.
It certainly corresponds with the mural. Up there.
What does it say?
It's not Dementica, it's just a symbol. The other doors have it as well.
Hold on. I recognize one of them. The one on the right. There was a collection of stones in the room that looked like it.
And back we go.
We need to click on the pedestals or something.
We puzzle, not puzzle.
This is it.
You think it might be a key of some sort?
Only one way to find out.
Target practice.
Uh-oh.
Surprise!
More plant critters.
Okay. It's an interesting void move that Vasco has.
They make little squeaky noises. So sad.
Let's see, he's supposed to have some kind of mask move
Oh, so he's...
for Call Lightning. Oh,
He's ranged.
Did
He's
that work?
playing a flute.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he was doing initially.
He's a dirge.
Or bard.
Well, no. Literally, he's a dirge.
Okay.
Like, that's the class type.
Now.
Because I can switch to that kind of ranged combat if I wanted to as well. But seeing as I'm the only sort of tank, even though it doesn't really matter anymore.
There we go.
Okay. Didn't really show how he used it.
What's this one about?
This one's a little clearer. They've written the symbol of mind above the mural.
It doesn't look very pleasant, does it?
It's the same man from earlier. The one with the mark on his forehead.
Can you make it out here?
No, but I'm getting the feeling that he wasn't a king.
Oh, there are people with daggers.
Oh, yeah. Sacrifice. Oh, this is...
This is where they laid him out.
I don't understand what they used it for, though.
Look at all those
These
tools.
tools look painful.
Unfit for a king, surely.
Yeah, it's totally like a sacrifice ritual.
So they like cleaned him and then used him.
Here, again.
It's as though there was a procedure that was supposed to be followed. A ritual that brought them through these rooms in this order.
Well, we still have another 2 rooms to go, so let's make it quick.
Let's do this!
Ooh, moth creatures.
Yep. And they're all localized in the same area. Love it.
So, do you think this also is behind like the Fae and stuff?
Maybe.
Like maybe it's the knife, the
Oh.
what were the 3 symbols? Was it the knife, the blood, the whatever? It would be under your notes.
Right.
Case notes.
Which we have not read in a while. What do we think? Day 3? No, day 4. Five? Oh, I see. Entry number 6. Knife, seed, heart.
The knife, the seed, and the heart.
Oh boy, there's a lot of entries here. Alright. Well, luckily they only just recap, in his words more specifically, what we've already done. Which, I mean, is kind of interesting to read.
So what, did they extract something from the dude to be the seed? Maybe they even put it somewhere, like in there.
This
must have been their god. What word is that, above it?
soul.
The word on his head is a lot clearer now. Amadea?
It means criminal.
This was his punishment?
I don't know.
Well, we should look around. There's still one last door.
His word is law. Our lives are his. Time is his plaything. The lands are his clay. His whisper could open the skies. His breath could level mountains. His heartbeat could give life to lands. His gaze could rain destruction. Faith in him must we place, for he sees all, knows all.
And here's the last one.
Are you ready?
What are they doing?
Not attacking.
Why?
The statue. They're staying away from it.
As though they revere it too.
Come on. Let's not take it for granted.
Oh, interesting. This is the same song as above, but slightly different. Slightly more...
So do you think they like extracted the
version.
dude's heart, sacrificed it to the god, and then got some kind of special seedy thing that makes magic?
Maybe.
I don't know. But they're in the wrong order.
Yeah, blood ritual to create the Fae.
What do you
Maybe.
think this whole ritual was about?
I'd say some sort of cleansing. In the first hall, there was a physical cleansing. In the second...
It said mental, but I don't think cutting people up was very clean for the mind.
The third hall was a cleansing of the soul. It was a religious room, after all.
And now the last one?
Probably to see why our poor criminal needed to be so clean. Let's go.
Oh, so he was alive through all this? Then they couldn't have torn out his heart.
Yeah, I don't know.
This mist again. Be on your
tree.
guard.
Oh.
Oh no.
Big tree.
Here we go.
Attack the roots!
Luckily, I'm an AoE master. Oh, that's like a weird seed thing.
But that's one of the ones that usually explodes on you, right?
Presumably. Not really sure. I'm just gonna use and abuse my AoE nature. There we go. Uh-oh. Woo! Big AoEs. I like this. Okay, there we go.
Now you have some more branches.
I was wondering about this. Yeah, there's a bunch of these little seedlings all over the place. Ow. Well, you seem to be doing alright.
Ancient
What?
Pharaoh.
Well, there goes the horses. Doing
I
whatever.
didn't see them.
They kind of just charged. Yeah, I don't know what these little seedlings are, apart from just popping up and around.
I think they just do some AoE damage on the spot.
Maybe. Yep.
Oh, watch out.
There's not much I can do about it. Luckily, it does not do a whole lot of damage.
Oh, Masquerine.
Well, is dead. Okay, another raw Masquerine. See, we got 2 skill points, but I think I'm gonna leave that alone for the time being.
It's old Dementica.
It's a recitation. You who sinned, you have been cleansed. You will serve, a vessel to atone for your transgressions. You will heal the flesh you harmed, and shield the face you scorned. For all eternity you will be. Your soul will be bared for all to see, and your strength given to those you weakened. Through the Father's heart you will be redeemed from...
From what?
Ophira amesta aves atu. From man to mask, you will be.
Are you saying...
The Mascherines had once been Dementicate. They're criminals. There is no other interpretation.
These were their gallows. Ages. This changes everything.
You bet it does. Our Mascherines, they'd been alive once, Cicero. They'd have stories to tell, worlds to paint for us. If only we could somehow get to them. What?
I'm just trying to understand.
I think I explained it quite well.
Not it. You. Why you try so hard to hide this side of you? Under all your acidic words, there is a heart that beats. I just don't know why you suffocate it.
Cicero, don't.
But Amadea...
Rubble, get out of my way! Mere soccer balls to the might of Amadea. Boop.
Yeah, so how did they just suck out people's essences and then put them into the masks?
Yeah, potentially. Okay, so we don't have enough for those. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. The tornadoes are kind of nice.
It makes me think that his brother became a mask and possessed someone. Why else would he have a little glowy spirit thing coming out of his body when he died? And why is the herald so evil looking? That'd sort of suck if his brother was the herald.
I was just thinking. The artifacts, if we find them, if we want to make more Mascherines, who's going to play the criminal?
Come on.
It's people! They're people! Huh? It's not like Soylent Green, huh?
By the ages! What did the ancient folk have for legs?
Just be glad it's behind us.
What is that? Liz.
We have to help her.
Ages. What is that thing?
Questions later.
And the dogs don't care.
Dogs are just like, woof. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. There's a little drummer boy right there. probably get out of the way of whatever that AoE is. Not that I really know what it would be. Kill this guy. There we go. And Golem Folds.
Sort of reminds me of Majora's Mask and a couple other stories I've read. You know, that some sort of evil entity is stored in a mask and then someone wears it.
Once more
Or
into the deep.
What are you? Lysandra! No!
Amadea.
We searched the cavern below, sir. She didn't make it.
Get back to the streets. The others need to know. Gently.
I'm sorry.
This moment has been on the horizon ever since the war began.
That doesn't make it any easier.
Yes, it does. We are tired of fighting, of losing, of dying. Our respect for Lysandra, for the dream she held onto, was all that kept us going. Now that she is gone...
What are you saying?
Perhaps now is the time for us to rest, to fade into the shadows, where we should never have left. Perhaps it is good that she is gone.
You don't mean that.
Yes, I do. The crest of the Melicarte. Your brother designed it. A wreath of...
Of Night's Bane, to remind us to be a beacon of light in the darkest shadows. A swath of red for the blood of those who gave their lives for us. And a shattered mask for the dream that one day they will not matter.
That dream has long withered in our hearts. This crest no longer has a home.
Cicero.
Take it, or the soil will. Good. Now, the golden canvas.
What?
Before the Dactytes attacked, Lysandra was going to tell you about the Herald. They have a temple under the golden canvas. Lysandra and I had been there once. They tried converting us, but we resisted.
A temple?
For something that's appearing to be their religion. Go there, and you will learn more yourself. There is only a single red grating in the whole ward. Descend through it, and you'll figure it out.
And what of the Melicarte?
I have said already. Now is the time for us to sleep. Goodbye, Cicero. I hope we never see each other again.
A little early for a fire.
It's a cold day.
Did you know her well?
Not really. I'd seen her maybe twice in all. And she and my brother, they were close.
There was nothing you could have done. You made a breakthrough today, learning about Mascherines. That's quite an accomplishment.
It doesn't feel like it.
Everyone's talking about the golden canvas. It's Seho's sojourn today. It'll be bustling.
Festivities, just what I needed.
Cicero.
I know, this is pathetic, but allow me just a moment. The Melicarte were my brother's dream, and now... It seems foolish that I'm mourning something that died years ago.
You mourn when your heart calls for it. There is never a foolish time.
Calden?
Yes?
Never mind. It's an unworthy thought.
I think by now we both know there is no such thing.
This investigation, this thing that we're wrapped up in, it's growing bigger than I ever imagined it'd be.
I don't think any of us imagined that we'd learn that Mascherines had been dimenticate, that they'd been alive.
I don't know what else we'll find. How much bigger this might get. We have limits, all of us. I made a promise.
And you're trying to keep it. That's enough for me.
Have you spoken to the twins?
The carriage can't fit all of us, but they're willing to make 2 trips. Leventhus and his family have plans to go too. They are runic after all.
Then we should leave soon.
I'll tell the others.